Morning, boys.
Good morning, everybody. It is day 2 out here in Colorado. Hunter's getting some breakfast cooked up here.
I gotta get it anyways.
Dom's making some coffee. Hunter's gonna cook some breakfast. We're gonna glass a little bit, figure out what spot we're gonna go to. But yeah, last night was warmer than the first night, but the wind was blowing like crazy, so I'm gonna have to fix the situation we got with the tarp here. But what do we got? What do we got going for breakfast here, Hunter?
Got some breakfast burritos. They're probably, yeah, they're pre-cooked, but we can at least heat them up and get some grill marks on them. And then got some venison bacon as well. So got that and the coffee from Dom. So should be a good start to the day. Alright everyone, so essentially where this blue mark is where we are right now. That's where our old camp was yesterday. This red line kind of follows the peak of where this higher elevation 10,000, which is what we're at right now, sits along. Yesterday our walk, we followed this path, stopped somewhere right up in here for our lunch break, and then on the map we noticed we had some opening clearings in here. So we did find some beds, we found some tracks and poop and stuff down in that lower elevation, but the walk up was absolutely brutal. But something cool we found was we did have a stream coming up from the edge of this watering hole. This whole area down in here was all flooded. So our plan of attack today is we essentially, since it's still early season, we're guessing the elk are still up high in elevation, so we're essentially going to walk and still hunt this whole top edge and just try and see if we can find where that creek came off from down in that water hole. The stream went all the way through. We kept following it and following it. Forgot to fill up our waters, which was dumb. So today we're going to see if we can get back into some of that higher elevation and see if we can find where that stream starts in that mountain. Super cool. I did drink out of it with the Life Straw yesterday, so it was really crystal clear water. If it's deep enough, we might even take a shower in it. So that's going to be our goal today. But other than that, haven't heard much for bugles or anything. No hunters really around here either, which could be good, could be bad. But after just what we've been seeing a lot more fresher poop and tracks and stuff, either down in that water hole or up here in the higher elevation. So we're going to stick to the higher elevation today, see if we can't bump into something. Beautiful weather today. Really nice out. Windy last night. We had some really loud noise with our tarp flapping, which we're using for our kind of like our rain fly. So we'll probably have to do some work to that later and try and keep that the noise level on that down so we can sleep a little better. But overall, I'm sleeping good, pretty comfortable and warm.
Get some rain coming in tonight?
Possible rain tonight for a couple hours, only from like 5 to 7. So
it might be good for us, you know, get the elk moving early, earlier than usual.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Again, we're kind of winging it. We don't really know exactly what to do. We're just pretty much going off of what we've read and talked to other people about and stuff. So let's hope we get lucky.
Yep.
I know a lot of guys will stay out till dark, walk back in the dark, but you know, it's our first time out here. We all kind of decided, you know, we should probably be back at least near camp while the sun's going down. You know, it's rather safe than sorry. So, but should be a good day. Beautiful day outside. So I'm ready.
I spotted the elk. I think calves. Hunter said he saw one with some spikes, but We did see some elk. We're at like damn near 10,000 feet still. We're gonna loop around. We're gonna loop around this way. See if we can get back on them. And hopefully I can get some video on them. Two of them. We decided to split up a little bit, try and get some distance so we can get some different angles on eyes, which I guess turned out to kind of bite us a little bit because Tony could see them before we did. Yeah. I looked to my right, she's standing at 40 yards. It might have been a little spike, I couldn't tell. And then there was one behind that one. And so now we're gonna kind of group up a little bit closer so we can communicate a little better. Yeah. But our wind's blowing uphill a little bit, so we think they went down. So the wind should play a good position for us to slowly walk over the crest of this little ridge and see if we can catch eyes on them again and make a plan. But we're only, I don't know, 0.4 miles or something from camp. We barely crested over this hill. We've only been walking for like 20 minutes, so made the game plan yesterday to try and stay up high. We thought they'd be bedded up high where it's a little bit cooler, and that seemed to be a good call. So see what we do and see if we can get our eyes on them again.
You recording it?
Yeah.
Hey guys. So hunted a little bit today. It was, short but sweet. God. We got out about what, 10?
We have some really annoying people that moved in. They stopped by before in a Jeep. They were looking for a camping spot. It's a bunch of probably our age, maybe a little younger. They were looking for a spot to camp with a bunch of friends and party all night long. So luckily they're pretty far away. They're like, I don't know, 100 yards or something, but hopefully they don't ruin anything for us. Back to Dom.
Yeah, so we got up today. We got up about 10 o'clock. We woke up, we glassed over. I don't know if Tony showed you guys yet, but we're overlooking this great view. There's a lot of open cuts in it, so we were glassing that this morning. Hunter made us a pretty good breakfast. Costco made breakfast.
Darn right.
So we got out about 10 o'clock and we started walking kind of towards the way that we had walked yesterday. And we decided today we were going to take it real slow and steady, and keep our head up high today. Yesterday we were moving through the woods pretty fast. But yeah, we decided slow and steady, and we ended up seeing 2 elk. I only saw one of them. Hunter saw 2. But we had split up a little bit, and that kind of came back to bite us, because Tony had seen them first. He was trying to get Hunter's attention. That took him a while. Hunter saw him. Hunter was trying to get my attention. So overall, if we were together, could we gotten off a shot? Maybe.
Yeah, possibly.
Hunter maybe would have been able to knock an arrow, draw, and maybe made a clean shot, because the one I saw was standing right out in the open. But yeah, it got our heart racing, got us pumped up, and Hunter's been saying, they're probably up high, which, they are. So it gets us excited for the morning and for the rest of the trip, I had said to Hunter yesterday, or this morning even, I said, the tags were kind of expensive, but I don't even care if we shoot one at this point. It's all about seeing them and just learning. This is a learning curve for us. Like I've mentioned before, we're a bunch of good old Wisconsin boys. We're used to walking out about a mile to our deer stands and sitting for hours on end and walking out at dark. So this is all new, but for us just to even, be out here in Colorado in this terrain and be able to see them has been an awesome experience just so far, and we're not even halfway through it yet. So I'm excited for tomorrow. My hopes are up, and hopefully we can at least feel a tag. So bring home some meat.
Let's hope so.
Yeah, so I'm pumped. It was a good day, and then our hunt got cut a little short. We were out there, it started drizzling on us a little bit. We looked at the radar, and it was only supposed to rain for an hour, so we figured we'd come back, eat some lunch in the tent, and then be able to go back out. But the forecast changed about 4 or 5 times.
Every time we looked at it, it was pretty much different.
Because every time Hunter would say, "Oh, it's going to rain this minute," I was like, "All right, well, we'll check again in about 6 minutes and see what it is." So, it's hard up here in the elevation to decide, what weather could possibly be, because it switches on the minute pretty much. So, But looking at it, should be clear for the rest of the trip, so we should be able to get some good days of hunting in.
Yeah, it'll get a little colder tonight, down to, I think I looked, it was like down to 43 degrees or something, so a little bit chillier at night. It is pretty cool up here with, so like essentially all the storms came from, I don't know, what is that, our north? South. Came from our south, so we could see the big clouds moving in. We could see past them when, you know, how long it's going to last and stuff. And then the first storm then headed all the way past us north and stopped raining. All of a sudden, like flip of a dime, gets sunny and beautiful and warm. So we stepped out here and got treated with a nice rainbow, which is pretty cool having a rainbow this high up. We're like literally at the same height as it. So that was pretty cool. Had a little break and then it started drizzling again. We just camped up in the tent a little bit more and then what is it, like 6:30 right now?
Yeah, about 6:30.
It's like 6:30, 6:45. We finally just kind of got changed in some warmer clothes and it gets dark in about an hour. So we might take a little walk through here and you know, just see if we see anything. But other than that, we're set and pumped for the morning. The idea of staying up high this morning ended up turning out pretty good. We went, I don't know, I think I looked, it was like 0.45 miles or something, so less than a half a mile. We saw those two and then turned around and saw two mule deer up even higher than us. So they're up high, they're up close to camp, which for us, first day we got our butts pretty kicked with the terrain, having to go uphill for about a mile. So trying to put some boots on the ground and pick up some speed here and cover some more area, but we'll see. Wherever they are, that's where we're going to try and be.